All right, guys. So today's video is probably going to be the quickest and most simple video that I've done ever on this channel. And the reason for that is the product we're going to talk about, which is the Questyle QCC Dongle Pro. It's pretty much a plug and play device that is MFI certified. So it's made for iDevices, or at least that's what it's marketing as. So you can use it on your iPhone, you can use it for your iPad, and it now finally brings higher end Bluetooth codecs to those devices that you couldn't get because Apple's limitations with Bluetooth. So where before with Apple devices, you pretty much only had like AAC and SBC, which are really standard Bluetooth codecs. You could never take advantage of things like LDAC or aptX HD or aptX Adaptive or aptX Lossless, like none of that. This USB-C dongle now solves all of that, and it really is plug and play. It's just as soon as you plug it into the device, you do want to go ahead and download the app. It allows you to keep the dongle updated. It does allow you to control your connection. So this is how you connect to whatever Bluetooth headphone or earbud or speaker or whatever you're going to be using. It's also how you select which codec that you want. You would go in and select LDAC or aptX Adaptive or anything like that. You'll see a list of them, but it really is dependent on the headphone or speaker or earbuds or whatever that you're using. So if they're not compatible with LDAC, you're not going to have that LDAC option. So also keep that in mind. And then it also has a gaming mode within the app that you can turn on. So it will also give you the ability to cut down lag with using a Bluetooth device with whatever device you're using. Again, this is going to play a little bit bigger part when you're using this with things like the Switch and also a Steam Deck, things like that. But also if you're going to be watching movies on your iPhone or your iPad or whatever. So it's nice that you also have this feature. And again, very simple. There's not really a whole lot to talk about here. It is plug and play. You just plug the USB-C device into whatever you're using. And obviously on an iPad or your iPhone or an Android device, wherever you have the app, this is where you control everything. This dongle is also Snapdragon sound certified as well. So if you have a phone that doesn't have Snapdragon sound, this basically allows you to have this, and this allows you to be able to take advantage of some of those aptX codecs that you could not take advantage of because the phone that you have may not be compatible. So this, again, is just adding compatibility to a bunch of different things, and it's pretty simple. Again, it's plug and play. There's no charging this device because it is being powered by the device it's being plugged into. So there's no battery life to worry about. There's basically nothing in the box other than just a USB-A adapter. So if you're wanting to use this on like a PC or something that doesn't have USB-C, you just plug it into the USB-C adapter, and now you have USB-A to plug into whatever you need to. So again, it's very, very simple. And the only lighting or anything you need to know about on the device itself is on the front. It's really telling you which codec that you're using at the time. So if it's red, you are using LDAC or aptX Adaptive or aptX Lossless. If it's white, you're using aptX HD. If it's blue, it's just in normal SBC codec. And if it's red and blue, it's blinking. It's meaning that it's in pairing mode. So that's just, again, just a simple reference right there on the dongle itself. So this is huge for something that you can pick up for $135. Now, initially, that's going to sound like a whole lot for just what is a USB-C dongle. But what it's doing and the fact that it's MFI certified, so this is something that Apple is approving to be able to use with their devices. They signed off or checked off on this themselves. It's a very intriguing device, and that's why I wanted to talk about it on the channel. It's not really a review because there's nothing to review. It's essentially plug and play. Everything just works. But every now and then there's a device or a product or something that comes along that I think is really intriguing. And with my audience, who's very interested in earbuds and headphones, and I know most people own Apple devices, I think this is something a lot of people are going to be very interested in. But guys, that wraps up my video on the Questyle QCC Dongle Pro. If you are interested in checking it out, I will have it linked in the description. But thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.